Look, sometimes in life, things happen. Um, and families sometimes have problems. Not problems that could be serious problems, but problems that cause maybe disagreements, problems that cause people to not really be close. It happens every day. Okay. But there's a lot of factors that go into that. There's a lot of factors. The first factor is what actually happened. What caused the problem? Okay. So let's say if what caused the problem was no fault of your own. You follow me? It was nothing you did. It was maybe you were an innocent kid. Maybe you were involved, unfortunately, with two parents that were in a marriage that was fighting in the household, and the father wanted you to take his side, the mom wanted you to take her side, and this went on for years. And you protected your mom, and you did what any son would do: stand by your mother's side for life, which is what I did for my mom. And not that I had any problems with my father. Look, yes, I'm talking about me. My father did have a good side to him. He was a hard worker. Oh, did he work hard? Worked in the fire department, worked in real estate. He worked his butt off. He worked really, really hard, but he kind of had a little bit of a bipolar thing going on. He, my mother used to call him, Dr. Jekyll or Hyde. When he was Jekyll, he'd be the greatest guy in the world. You would love him. But when he turned to when he was to Hyde, I don't know if it's Doctor. I think it's Dr. Jekyll, right? When he turned it to Hyde, watch out, right? So, unfortunately, this caused fighting in the household to the point where, over the years, my mom's family didn't get along with my father, you know, and this kind of rubbed off on me, and it's even rubbing off on my children, who are really innocent. Like, in other words, at some point, you got to let things go. You got to just say, okay, the past is the past. Now you got to focus on the present day and the future. And when my beautiful wife passed away, Jennifer, after fighting the good fight, 10 years with cancer, she fought. She fought so strong for her family. 2 weeks later, my mom passed away, my beautiful Mother Josephine. I think that's the time where families should really step forward. They should say, look, let bygones be bygones. This is my, whatever it is, like, say, sister's son, my sister's grandchildren. This is, and it is. My mother always would want all of us to be close. She would want all of us to be close. That was honestly all she ever talked about. It's all my mom ever talked about, was she wanted the grandkids to have like a family. Mostly it's about them. It's about them. I don't even care anymore about me. I'm 47 at this point. But the kids, they've been through too much. These poor kids, they need their mom. Michael's 14, Sophia's 11. They need family. They do. And I'm just saying that you would think that certain people would say, okay, out of respect for my, whatever it is, sister or whatever the case would be, my Mother Josephine say, let's do this. Let's get close. Let's get tight. Let's really open up our arms here to Richie and his kids and be there for them, because they're hurting right now. They are hurting. And we are. We are hurting. More than you know. More than you know that we're hurting. When my wife passed away, let's just talk about my wife first, and we'll talk about my beautiful mother. You're talking about someone who's my soulmate. You're talking about the mother of our children.